Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday night's Messages of Love from Above. And as always, super excited to see what Spirit wants to communicate with us tonight. And before we get started into the readings, I do want to send love out to the world. So if you'd like to join me in doing so, whether you're live or on replay, please do so. We join together outside of space and time and multiply this beautiful energy out to the world. So I'm going to take a big deep breath and just come back to right here, right now. Let that love just fall down into our heart, fill us up, and flow out to the world. And if you yourself are in need of love tonight for your heart, for your mind, your body, a loved one, a situation, whatever it may be, we send love to you right now. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me in doing that and allowing me the space for that. And before we get into the actual readings, I do want, of course, let everyone know I have a weekly giveaway, and I am celebrating reaching 1,500 subscribers on YouTube. So last time I celebrated was 1,000, and here we are, 500 more later. I'm so blown away just by everyone's just love and support, and I just literally get blown away by how the channel has grown in a short amount of time. So I'm celebrating every Monday for the next 3 Mondays. I will be giving away a 1 hour personal recorded reading plus 5 15-minute personal recorded readings. 5 times 3 is 15, so 1,500, that's how I do it. So here is the video for next week's drawing. So if you want to sign up for that one, I will post each Tuesday for the following Monday's drawing. So you can get into each one of those individually. So I'm excited for that. So be sure to check that out. Also posted a new pick a card uh, reading this morning, which is what belief is asking to be transformed. So that is the pick a card for that. And we also had a Virgo full moon alert pick a card reading that was out on Sunday. Of course, that is timeless, so you could still check that one out as well. And then we have March. Of course, I can't believe it's the first week of March is already gone. I feel like I just said happy March, and here it is a week later. But if you haven't checked out your monthly reading by zodiac sign, that's the link for the playlist there. So that is what we have going on there. And let me go ahead and get my desktop all set up here, and we will get into readings. If you're new to my channel, how we handle the free readings, I do go down in order, first come, first serve, down the chat. And the chat is the list. There's no special list or anything like that. So if you want to put your question out there, or if you don't want to put your business out there, then you can put general reading. Spirit knows what you want. So you can just put general reading and we'll pull cards for that. If anyone makes a donation, I do step outside of the free readings to honor that energy exchange, and I complete those. I go deeper into the donation readings than the free ones. Free ones, usually 1 or 2 cards or so, and they're more faster, just so I can try to get through as many as I can to get messages to everyone. And then once I complete those donation ones individually off and on, I jump back into the free readings and just continue down the list. So easy breezy. To make a donation, you can use the super chat at the bottom of the chat. YouTube does take a third of it for administration fees, and if you want to make a donation another way, I do have Venmo, Cash App, Square, and PayPal, and all those are listed in the description box of the video and also the pinned comment at the top of the page, so, or the chat. So that is how it works. All right. So enough blah, blah, blah. Good to see everyone. I do take Monday and Tuesday nights off from going live, and I do other things like record pick a cards and different things. So I miss you guys, and I'm glad to be back. So thanks for all the love and all the support. All right. So we will, I don't have any donations. So we will start at the top of the free list. Oop, let me make sure I have this done right. There we go. We'll do the live. There we go. Perfect. So first up, we have Esmeralda. Yes, happy International Women's Day. You know, so much love to all the divine, feminine, beautiful individuals out there. I know you don't have it easy at all in this world. So much blessings to you and much love to all of you on this special day. Every day should be, you know, International Women's Day, right? It's how we come into this world. So many blessings. So let's take a look here. Esmeralda, you want to know, you would like to know how your spring break will go. Very good. I'm using the Good Tarot this week, or today, this evening at least. And so let's take a look here and see what your spring break, how your spring break will go, your week. All right, I want that one too. All right. Well, interesting. You have the High Priestess card here, which is about, you know, stepping back and trusting your gut, trusting your intuition, making sure that even though it's probably going to be a crazy busy week, that you are taking time for you, because the High Priestess kind of steps back, connects to the higher worlds behind the veil, connects down into her subconscious and her, you know, deep emotions. So this is a card of pay attention to you, understand what's going on with you. You don't, you know, if it's a party week, I don't know, spring break, you know, it depends on who we are. But this definitely is a time of reflection for you. And with the Five of Earth, the Five of Pentacles, there is this diving deep in this transformation of this energy in the outside world of abandonment, being left behind, being left out in the cold, of lack. So whatever you're able to do during spring break, I feel like there is this reflection. You just really get this wonderful feeling of, I don't know, you know, it's just, it's a fun, happy time, but you're really looking at things going, you know what? This stuff out here doesn't float my boat like it used to. And it turns you inward and upward, and you just really, you know, spend some time by yourself reflecting, and you're like, I like where I've come. You know, a year ago, this would have been like everything, but now I'm just like, I could take it or leave it. And you're doing some, you know, great inner reflection during this time as well. So what a wonderful spring break. I know it's like, what? But it feels good. It feels good. I like it for you. So that's what they have for you, Esmeralda. So many blessings for you. We'll continue moving on down the list. Anya Ohuya, hello, hello. So what will happen on March 10th? That spirit would like you to know, right? All right, let's take a look here. Let's see. Wow. Got two kings coming in here. Yeah, the King of Fire, which would be the King of Wands, and the King of Air, which would be the King of Swords. So there is some mental stuff, of course, with the swords. Not only do the kings rule over their own suit, both kings are given extra air. So two times thinking, one time thinking, one time action with the Five of Wands, the drive, the ambition. So a lot on your mind on March 10th. And the King of Fire does represent you stepping into your power, you taking action. Be aware of your thinking. of your expectations. Try to connect to the capital T truths of the higher realm. See things from a higher perspective before you leap and make a jump and decide here. But once you do, you have this energy, this power to really move forward. It's very much entrepreneur energy, but also like your higher self. The king of fire can represent like your spiritual self, your capital S self, and connecting to that. So I really like this for you because it does show that you do really think things through and you really see things from a different perspective. And there's just a wonderful advice to take a step back, breathe, connect higher, and look from a higher perspective, because it'll save you work, it'll save you effort, it'll save you a lot of energy be invested in something that you're like, oh, I have to redo it now, or I want to change it now. Instead, it's like step back, breathe, connect, and then you'll have the perfect answers. Um, on that. And with the kings, it's you taking control, you stepping into your energy and your force, which tends to work out well, right? So I feel like it's an empowering day for you, and I like it. All right, so that's what they have for you, Anya. And then Angel Bliss, you are up. You'd like a message from your ancestors, and they just want to use tarot. So I'm going to use just tarot, just tarot. All right, let's take a look here. Wow, here comes the High Priestess coming flying out again. So you definitely, from your ancestors here, the situation that you're going through or will be going through, they're having you take a step back. You know, the High Priestess goes into her temple. Like we just had this card a couple of readings ago. It's like connecting upward and behind the scenes, below, and just really getting out of the chaos and away from the noise so that you can see things clearly and connect to the higher realms who do see things clearly. You can hear clear messages from them because the six of air does represent thoughts and beliefs and movement from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking. So it does take you from rough waters to calmer waters when you really look deeply and understand why you believe a certain thing. Why do you have a certain opinion, a certain way you think things are supposed to unfold? And, you know, kind of look at that, kind of question it because you get clarity, which moves you. You let some old ways of thinking go, and you're able to be more open-minded and move into something more in alignment with your higher self, with those cards coming together there. So that's what your ancestors want you to know. Like, step back, probably listen to them. They'll be the ones that'll be all giving you messages and clarity. But definitely, it's for you and having this movement. So I like that for you, Angel Bliss. So many, many blessings for you. We'll continue moving down the list here. We got Spiritual Gifts Diva. Hello, hello. So what kind of connection with Rishikesh and his thoughts towards you? So what does Spirit want you to know around this connection? All right. Well, it seems to be this ending and beginning type of energy. The 10 of Earth represents, you know, its abundance in the outside world. Can be an ending and a transformation also, because you've had a harvest, you're ready for new planting, for new things to move forward in a different way with them. So the Magician is about the energy of manifestation. Where you focus your energy is what grows and expands. And so the connection, I feel like there's been this feeling of fullness, and now there's going to be more action. This is more fire. This is grounding, of course. So there was a good grounded connection, a good coming together that feels very overflowing. But now it's time for new action, new movement towards you as well. So I feel like there will be new communication, new awareness that comes in with this. But I feel like, you know, this is the pointing the magic wand and things expand. So as far as your advice for your connection, it's to really focus on the gratitude. because the Ace of Wands will, or the wands that the magician holds, grows and expands whatever you focus on. So if you do focus on what you're grateful for, what you do want in your life, unconditional love, enjoying peace and laughter, that stuff will grow. And you say you have gratitude, something to be grateful for in regards to this connection that you have. So if you focus on that, that will just allow things to expand with that. If you focus on what you fear or what you're missing or what's in it that you don't want, you expand that too. So there is this awareness around the magician card of whoop, as I hit my, you can still hear me, right? Did that, yeah, the little green button still moving. I did that last week and it went dead. So thank you that it didn't go dead there. I'll try not to stop talking with my hands. But that's what they have for you, spiritual gifts, Diva, is just paying attention to where you're using your energy with that connection as well. So many blessings to you. And Maju, you are up next. And so you have you would like a spiritual message for March. So let's take a look here and see what Creator and Spirit would like you to know. Okay. So those two. Actually, you did get three. Let's see what we have here. Usually that means there's some that are kind of combined together, which makes sense. And here's the Magician card coming flying out again. We just put it back in there, but it wanted to come back out. So you have the Magician card and you have the Calling. You have the Calling card, which is the Judgment card normally. So two major arcana. The Calling card is your higher self calling you into this deeper relationship, seeing things from a different perspective and stepping into your power with the Magician. You have the Three of Swords here. And the Three of Swords represents, it's usually the disappointment and the heartbreak card. It's the expectations equal disappointment. It usually has a huge heart with three swords stuck in it. And this represents the fears of losing conditional love. And so that could be the fears of stepping forward, the fears of stepping into your power, of doing things afraid that you'll make a mistake and people will say things or reject you or whatever it may be, that disappointment feeling. But they're basically saying, throw those out the window. It's time for you to step into your power. If you're in fear, connect to your higher self. Realize that you're so much more than, the human being that lives in the world of fear. And, you're this human character that we're playing is just a small little, it's like the fingernail on our little pinky. That's our human self compared to how big we are and the powerful supernatural eternal spirit being that we really are. So I love this, stepping into the power for the month of March. Try to step away from those expectations and those fears of losing a conditional love, all these rules and supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and must. It just sucks the life out of us. It sucks the air out of our sail and doesn't allow us to move forward. So they're like saying, get rid of those things and set sail, jump forward, move forward. And if you're unclear or have fear, just connect to your higher self, realize how powerful you really are. So that's what they want for you for the month of March, Maju. So I like it. So that is a great message. I like it. So many blessings. All right, Princess Pinky, you are up. Some messages from your life partner, please. All right. I had two cards come flying out. Two cups. Suits, which is water, emotion. Not only do you have the Nine of Water, which is an emotional wish fulfillment card, you have the Ten of Water, which is abundance. The message that comes through here, though, from your life partner is the most important thing for you to focus on is your self-love. The Nine of Water is the hermit's journey of emotion, and it is wish fulfillment because we turn inward, find the Ace of Cups, which is the chalice, the Holy Grail. It's full of the unconditional love of the higher realms, which allows you to feel up, the chalice, become the chalice, and the beautiful love from above flows down, fills you up, and then overflows out. And that's what the 10 of water represents, is the overflow. And it just changes your whole outlook of love on the outside, because the outside love will always disappoint us eventually, because people change, people pass away, people walk away. And so when we're looking for love in the outside realm, it feels very unstable, very rocky, very usually falling short of what we're looking for, because we're looking for the unconditional love from above that we find it within us. We just usually find conditional love in the outside world, unless we come across a master who has exuding and overflowing with unconditional love, right? So this allows you to fill up and then feel full, and then uh, the love that you experience on the outside, you're not expecting it to fulfill you. You have less expectations, and so it's above and beyond. It feels extra. It feels joyful. We don't have fear around losing it, because we have everything we need within us, and so we don't push it away by our fear. We just allow it to be what it is. And what a wonderful interaction with an individual when we just accept the love they have to offer, and we think it's fantastic, instead of saying, oh, that's all you can give me, which relationship ends up being close and beautiful, right? So that's what they have for you, Princess Pinky, from your life partner. And I like it. So many blessings to you. So we'll continue moving down the list. And up next, we have Miss Draw. And you'd like a general reading for the coming days. All right. So the general reading. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know for the coming days here. All right. So you have 2 sets here. Okay. So you do have the 8 of water, the 8 of cups in the standard tarot, which is about leaving behind the emotions that no longer serve you, the relationships or emotional memories, or emotions that are circling within you, that they've done their job. You're ready to let go of some emotions and some um, you know experiences that they served you for what you wanted to experience, but you're done with that and you're ready to move into something new. And this is around love, because you have the 2 of cups here. So the old ways of thinking, these old emotions, these old experiences, do have to do with partnership or friendships. It's doesn't have to be romantic, but the messenger of air, which is the knight of swords, movement of thought and belief and mindset, seeing things from a higher perspective now. So you're not the person you were when these things happened in the past. You're able to see things differently, and the pursuit of all knights are in pursuit of a questing after something, and they're after the Ace of Swords, which allows them to connect to the capital T truths of the higher realm that are rooted in unconditional love, and cut away old thoughts and old beliefs that no longer serve you as well. So the emotions and one emotion can spark 1,000 thoughts and rules. And so with the release of this emotion, you're able to cut away also some old beliefs around yourself and others, around what relationships are supposed to be and should be and need to be and have to be and must be, all that stuff that we're taught when we're young, that's poured into us, all these opinions that we eventually take on as our own opinion, because we fear what will happen if we don't, and then we make it a habit to think a certain way. But this is a changing of habits, a changing of how you're looking at relationships and love, and relationships, again, can be both romantic, but it can be with family and friends and even work and schoolmates or whatever. But you're changing, you're letting these go, which does mean some people get to leave your life because you don't need those teachers anymore, and the energy that you've been investing in them can be used elsewhere for what's coming. So I like it for you, and you're ready. You never give up relationships that we're not ready for, But these, you're like, yeah, I know. They're on the cutting block. I was gonna do it. This is confirmation. Bye-bye. So there it's not like, no, don't take them away. You're like, exactly which ones they are. I have the list already made. Psh, 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 chop, chop. So that's what they have for you, Ms. Draw. So many blessings to you. All right. So next up, we've got high vibes. And you'd like to know his feelings and thoughts towards you. Absolutely. Let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know. What will help you on your journey with this individual? All right. Wow. So feelings and thoughts. I mean, you've got the Two of Cups and the Nine of Water. I put these cards back in. This one came up a couple readings ago, and this one was just in that reading, but it came flying out. So there's a lot of love in the air. I have to check the astrology. I wonder if Venus is, out and about, because there's some Venus energy here with love. Obviously, Nine of Water is wish fulfillment regarding love. An important thing while we're waiting for them to take action is to focus in on our self-love here, because that allows us to feel overflowing, realizing, how precious we really are. Finding the love we're seeking for on the inside just makes things even more expansive, because we can't love others more than to the extent we love ourselves, nor receive love from others more than to the extent we love ourselves. So, while we're waiting for his feelings and thoughts to be expressed and them to take action, I would focus in on your self love and expand it, because it's a win win. Not only do you feel this wholeness and this fullness come from above, and you see how priceless you are, then that just opens up the flow that can happen between you and another, this individual. So, very positive cards coming in here. A lot of love, a lot of love, love, love. It will unfold at the proper right timing, of course. But while you're waiting, focus in on that self love. That's why things are taking time for them to take action, because if it happens too soon, it's like taking bread out of the oven too early. Looks nice on the outside, but you bite into it and you're like, oh, it's dough. Yeah. So it's waiting for the right time. And the more you work on your inner love, the faster it speeds up too. So that's what they have for you, high vibes. I like it. Many blessings for you. All right. And next up, we have Queen. Hello. So what are JC's current feelings for you? Let's take a look here. All right. Well, there is a lot of thinking going on in JC's mind here. So we've got the King of Air, which rolls over air, and they'll get a second version of air. So a lot of thinking, thinking, thinking that's happening up there. And what's going on there? I mean, they're looking at what route they want to take, because they have the Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Fire, Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is usually a change of course, and the Seven of Pentacles, especially when these come out together as one card, represents like when you have fruit grow and then you are like, is this the fruit I really wanted? And I think I'm going to go plant a different orchard. So with all this thinking, I feel like they're contemplating what they really want, and is this what I want? Do I want to take it into a different direction than I had planned previously? Which could mean a variety of things. It could mean before they were just like, oh, it's, they're a neat person and blah, blah, blah. But friends, or they might be like, you know what? I want to take it a different direction. And I don't feel like a decision has been made, and I don't feel a positive or a challenging situation in either case. I just feel like it's a lot going on in their head, and they're just trying to figure out what they want and which way they want to go. So I feel like that they are at a crossroads, and they're are they an air sign? Because I feel like they're doing huge analytical, or a Capricorn or a Virgo too. So it could be an air, any of that. It just feels like they're doing a spreadsheet to figure out what they want to do with what do their feelings mean, and what are the next steps, and what do they want to do. I just feel like it's very analytical that's happening. So I feel like they're figuring out what's going on. Lot of wonderful feelings on one side, and then the other is, I think, their doubts about life and trying to figure out what they really, really want, and any fears they might have. So I feel like it's going through a cost benefit analysis. So that's pretty funny. It sounds like something I would do. So many blessings to you. That's what they have for you right now, Queen. I know it's like, okay. We'll see what unfolds, but that's what they have for you now. So many blessings. Too much love to you, Queen. Hey, Cynthia. Hello, hello. Oh, the energy changes every day, huh? Well, let's take a look here. I know the last times we checked, you got the Queen of Pentacles um, during those times. So those were that you were, right? Let's take a look and see what does Spirit want you to know today. All right. So that one and that one. That one. All right. Let's see what we have here. All right. All right. So you've got the Three of Wands here, but the first card that came out was the Strength card, which is about this turning inward for you here. It's a time, really, definitely, to connect with your higher self, because you have the Magician, which is this energy that's coming in, you stepping up, and whatever energy you're focusing on is what is expanding and growing. And the Three of Wands here represents a change of direction. So if your energy is like what you don't want to be, you don't want to be, you don't want to be, you might have something kind of happen where it doesn't go to, fruition with that, if you know what I mean. So with those cards, I feel like it depends on your energy right now. I feel like they're in the beginning stages, where they're interacting, but it can be this change, like, and that makes sense with the energy changing. The Three of Wands would be totally an energy changing card coming in. So if you have some gurgling and some stuff happening, and things change, then you know what that's about there. And there's no judgment in not wanting that right now. And the soul of your next child knows exactly when it's choosing to come down, and so it knows everything. It's outside of space and time. It's not going to be like, oh, I wanted to go right now. It'll be, oh, I know this isn't the time right now. It's going to be, at this particular time. So I feel like something is changing around this for you. So that's what they have, Cynthia. So hang in there, sending you a lot of loving and healing energy. Many blessings to you. All right. So Star Girl, you are up next. You want your next glow up. What does Spirit want you to know about your next glow up? All right. These two. Let's take a quick sip here of my tea. Well, so you have some nice joy coming in here with the Three of Cups, and you have the Patience card. I know. But that's all right. It's the Temperance. It means things are coming here. Things are, coming to fruition. And the Three of Cups, it's celebration, it's joy. It's also connecting to your spirit guides, and it represents all of your spiritual posse. So your, you know, guardian angel, your angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones who are on the other side, your ancestors, all of these beings of unconditional love and light on the other side. This is them saying, "We got you. We got you. Just have patience. It will. You have a next glow up that's coming." And they are the ones that are bringing it to fruition. So it's definitely in good hands, but it's very much a surprise. This one, they just want it to be, like a surprise party. It means so much more, than, all right, we're going to have your birthday party celebration here, and you need to arrive at this time. That's when we're going to have dinner and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, okay, and you go, and it's nice, it's beautiful, you feel loved and everything. But if you have zero expectations around something and suddenly they're like, surprise, you're just like, whoa, what? It's so much more. And I feel like this glow up, they really want it to be a surprise. And so patience, grasshopper, patience, it is coming, but it's going to come out of the blue when you least expect it. And it's going to be something unexpected because they do want you to have a wonderful, wonderful surprise. So that is what they have for you. Many blessings, Star Girl. All right, Sunshine, you are up next. Need like an angel message. I do have Angel Guide Oracle. So we are going to pull from that for you and see what the angels have for you. So what would you like Sunshine to know, please? Hope everyone had an amazing beginning of the week. Well, Sunshine, your message is no. No, no, no. No, I'm just kidding. So whatever guidance you're looking for, they're like, no, not right now. Let's see here. So, of course, your angels are drawing close at this time to help you recognize that the answer to the question on your mind is no. This is not the time to proceed. You may want to, but you're being encouraged to see beyond the current situation and understand that following through on your ideas may have a negative effect on the whole course of your life. Angels are swooping in because they want to save the day and save you a lot of heartache from a choice that is not heart-centered. If you're feeling upset or annoyed by this guidance, this is okay. You're allowed to have an emotional response. But in truth, there will be a part of you that already knows that what you are considering isn't the best use of your energy. So do not make plans, do not move forward, retreat and reflect, think deeply, seek the advice of those you love and trust, and ask them to help you get to the bottom of the question or issue or decision that is before you. Do not make any sudden moves. This card is coming in to help you sustain your mental, emotional, and spiritual energy and stay on the road to wholeness. And if you didn't have a question on your mind, this card also comes up when we're stepping into our power of no, that you'll be having a situation coming up that you are able to just say no. No is a complete sentence. You don't have to explain yourself unless out of compassion and love. You just want to let people know, no, I'm not able to do that right now. I need to focus on me, or I already have plans, or, whatever. But no is a power that you're able to step into, that you don't have to exhaust yourself doing what everyone else wants you to do. You can step up and choose to say no as well. So that's what they have for you, Sunshine. So many, many blessings. I like it. The power of no is it's a life-changing energy. All right. So many blessings. Esther E. Hello, hello. Long time no talk. Ooh. But you're back. Well, welcome back. Good to see you. And you'd like a general reading regarding March. and is going into psych nursing for you. All right, so we'll take one card for March and then one card for psych nursing. And so your general reading for March, the Three of Air is, the expectations equal disappointment card. And I feel like for March, it's being aware of the expectations that you have that disappointed you in the past and really looking into it and going, you know what? Why do I want that? Because I feel like the month of March is like act two, where things that have happened in the past were disappointing, and now new opportunities around those same type of events or interactions are coming up, and you are really seeing things from a different perspective. You're like, as you're about to go into it, you're like, you know what, last time I expected this and it just really, this time I want to go in without any expectations. So I feel like March is like an act two, where you're applying and what you've learned around disappointment and what fears you had and how you saw, as you thought, as you're thinking about things, you're reflecting, going, okay, so, I feared this, and that's why I had that expectation, and that's how this is what the end result was. Well, I don't want that to happen this time. So I'm going to check my expectations at the door and not, and if I want to pick them back up when I leave, I can. But for this particular event here and here and here, I'm going to check them at the door, and then I will, revisit that. Going into psych nursing, is that for you? You have the Six of Pentacles here, which is, it will be abundant. It'll be like you'll have so much for yourself that you're able actually to give to others. The only thing that I would bring into that is, as you're looking into wondering like what you want to do with your life, be aware of your tendency to overgive, because what happened when you were younger, 7 years old and younger, that created this overgiving type of programming or rate of exchange that's happening in your subconscious. It's like, if you usually, it's like parents or grandparents or someone that we had to overdo things to get a little bit of attention. Now we feel we have to overdo things, overgive in order to get a little bit back. It's like you have to give 1,000 love coins to get one love coin back, and so that can flow out into our work, into our schooling, into our relationships of all kinds. And if you're doing that out of, if you're drawing and going into the psych nursing so that you can overgive, they want you to kind of just take some time to look at that subconscious, bring that subconscious rate of exchange that's way out of balance, bring it to the conscious, so you can look at it and go, who was it that I was trying to uh, overgive to get a little bit of appreciation or love back or attention back. And then, it's like, oh, that was them, da, da, da. It allows you to edit that, and then you can go into psych nursing, and it definitely is beneficial for you financially and abundance. But they just want you to check that so you don't end up over exhausting yourself trying to overgive, because in psych nursing, I can see that totally being easy to do. So I like that for you, Esther. Welcome back. That's what they have for you right now. So many blessings for you. And we'll continue moving down the list. Rhonda, you'll be the next free reading coming up, but I do have a donation. Thank you so much, VD Jalan. Hello, hello, hello. And you want to know, is HG the Capricorn being true and genuine with you? He says that he considers you important. What's his current energy? All right, let's take a look here and see what is going on with this Capricorn. Okay, do want that one there, and that one there. All right, let's see what we have here. So we do have the Justice card, which for me, I like that. It's, they're being true, balanced. I'm coming in here. So I feel like, because I feel like the word just, they're being just. They're balanced. I like that. Okay. And let's see. We want to maybe take a look at these other cards here too. Well, both of things over here. So you do have the Tower card here and the Wheel of Fortune that came out together here. And there's this energy here that I don't feel like you're going to have to worry about this interaction, because it's really going to show, you're going to really see the truth here. The Tower tells us that whatever happens in our life happens for us, not to us. So people that are removed out of our life are removed out of our life on purpose, for a purpose, to make space for other people to move in and to clear things out of our path. And the Wheel of Fortune is the 10, the endings and the new beginnings. And it's the turning of the wheel, which I always like the Wheel of Fortune because it means that even your human self feels whatever unfolds is fortunate for you. So I like this coming in here, which I really feel so much that the truth is going to come out and be told here, and you're going to see things very clearly, and it's going to be for your best. You're going to feel like it's for your best. I mean, you got 3 major arcana cards coming out to start. So I feel like they are being true to their intent. Their intentions are true. And then you're gonna see it's gonna unfold. Everything's just gonna come to light. It's just gonna be like, oh, okay. I feel great about that, or way, whatever this is that's coming up here, because you do have the 2 of Swords, which is standing at a crossroads, and the 5 of Water is about letting, feeling whatever feelings you that are to be felt come in here. There's no right or wrong emotion to feel or not, which is interesting. But it also teaches you your power of emotional choice. That in every moment you get to choose what story you put around anything. You also get to choose what emotion you put around anything that unfolds. So there really is this wonderful, energy coming in of power that is coming in here through this situation. Um, and then you have the Messenger of Fire, which is the Knight of Wands, fastest moving knight out of them all. Passion, stepping into your power as well. So it feels like here that they're totally sidestepping giving you an exact answer. I'm sure you're picking that up because they're very, very quickly here, especially with that Knight of Wands, things are going to be like, boom, they're going to become so clear that it's a no-brainer. It's just like, oh, okay, but you get to choose. You also get to choose, because what story you put to whatever is unfolding, and what emotion you want to feel as you go through it, and what the energy is that you are putting toward it. Because I feel like they're, with that Justice card, that they're being true to it. Again, I feel like they're saying, but give it a second, because it's none of this is going to matter, which I have no idea what this means. They're totally being vague. Let me see if they'll give us anything about what does all this mean. Is it a trust? You know how like they do these trust things where you close your eyes and fall backward. The spirit going, trust us. Just go with the flow for right now. It's not going to matter here in a moment. Yeah, the 6 of Air, which is movement. It's moving from one way of thinking to another way of thinking, rough waters to calmer waters, and movement. And I wonder if they're moving away. I wonder if they're getting, this is the tower that get moved to a different, if they're moving to a different city, they're getting transferred, or something like that might come in. Or you might be moving, and it's like, oh, it don't matter anymore because you're heading off in a different, different sides of the world or whatever. But I feel like that's what they have for you right now, VD. I know, I know. But what's wonderful is that you get to choose with whatever this crossroads is, with this change that's coming. Um, you're okay with it, and it does come out into there. Oh, he is moving. Wait, you really want to move out? Oh, he is not moving, but you really want to move out. Oh, so he is not moving. Well, you not that you know of yet, but I feel like that's what's about to happen is something is about to change. Either like you're moving away or they're moving away. You're moving apart. And so it's not going to matter here. And that things move, things and situations move out of our lives on purpose for purpose to move us towards a direction. But I don't feel like they're being untrue and they're not being genuine. I feel like they are, being true to their intentions. Um, but I feel like there's going to be an energy shift. There's going to be a shift in your life. That's what, with all these cards, I feel like they keep on saying, no, it's not going to matter. Give it. It's going to happen fast here too, with the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Wands. Whatever's happening, they're suddenly going to realize, oh, I just got offered this job and blah blah blah, and so I'm going to go for it. And um, and but I feel like you're not supposed to go with them. Like if you're wanting to move out, but yeah, yeah. I feel like there's going to be a change though, but yeah, that's what they have for you, beauty. I know, I know. It's like something sudden's happening where it's not going to matter. So again, thank you so much for your donation. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. And you know, I know sometimes that we get the answer that we're wanting right now. I want these questions answered, but Spirit gives us what we are, what we is best for us in this moment, and I know. So, but many blessings to you. Hang in there. It's I like the Wheel of Fortune because even your human feels like it's worth it. It's fortunate. Whatever is about to unfold, because it's like it. All right. Rhonda, you are up next. I need like a spirit angel message, and I'm going to pull from the Angel Guide Oracle for you. Let's see what spirit has for you right now. What do your angels want you to know? You're going to do the Vogue. Well, this is the clear, cancel, and release card here. And let's see what message they have here for you. So you are being guided to clear your life and energy of any negative or challenging people, situations, or events. It's time to release any old ideas, negative thought patterns, or even sarcastic comments you may be using to put yourself down. Angel wisdom wants you to recognize and realize the power of your words, your thoughts, and your intentions. If you're saying something, even jokingly, about yourself that might have a negative effect on you or express something you wish wasn't real, you're being encouraged to be more loving toward yourself. Angels are guiding you to clear, cancel, and release anything you no longer want or need in order to make more room for love, positivity, and peace. The extended message for the card says whenever you have a negative thought or say something you then wish you hadn't, you have the capacity and power to remove that idea or energy from your own energy by saying the powerful affirmation, clear, cancel, release. Can even make up a little thing, right? Clear, cancel, release, or something. I can see you doing that. Angels are ready and willing to help you clear anything that could be standing between you and inner peace. When this card comes for you, you're also being encouraged to clear any clutter. There's dust building up or stuff accumulating in your home, your office, your car, or anywhere else you spend time, clear it now. And when you clear physical space, you clear psychic space. Making these simple changes will clear your energy and open you up to experiencing a sense of clarity and freedom. I like it. I like it for you, Rhonda. That's what they have for you. So clear, cancel, release. Many blessings. All right. So we'll continue moving down the list. You've been cleaning all day. That is great. You're like, you already knew it. You're like, I already had the energy coming. Purge, purge. That's perfect. I love you, Rhonda. All right. Hey, Soul meet Zoe. Zoe to the E. So what is in store for your love life in the next few months? All right, let's take a look here. And thank you so much for mentioning the comment on your personal reading that you just received, since you were the winner on Monday. And I'm glad that it resonated. So let's take a look here. What's in store for your love life in the next few months? Those. Oh, right. There it went. And what else? Okay, now what that right there. All right. Well, I really see you stepping in here with the Emperor and the Ten of Swords here. It's such a perfect combination because the Emperor represents, you know, really stepping up and taking charge of your life and, you know, what's unfolding and what decisions, are being made and all of that as well. Because you know, and like an emperor is full of all these advisors, right? You always see all the movies and stuff where they're surrounded by their generals and this and that and this, and everyone giving them their opinions and blah, 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 blah. But at some point, they clear everyone out and they make their decision, right? And that's what's happening here is that you are stepping into your power. You are the one making decisions and you're clearing out all of these opinions. The Ten of Swords is, you know, thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, that it's endings and new beginnings. It's exhaustion trying to live up to everyone else's expectations. And you step outside of that and you really just step into your own here. So I really like that because it does, of course, bring great results because as you are freeing yourself from your cage of all these supposed to's and shoulds and need to's and have to's and musts, you also free everyone else, including your love, you know, um, and and it just rolls out into every area of your life. Because when you have yourself under a bunch of rules, by golly, you make sure everyone else is going to obey those rules, and you try to control everyone. But when you release yourself from them, you just say, well, if I don't have to do it, I also release everyone else. So it's a great, lovely jubilee of release that's coming up here in the next few months around love, because you're freeing yourself more and more and more from those fears of losing conditional love and not meeting up to other people's expectations, which allows everyone else. It like changes also your judgment of others because you're not judging yourself so much. You stop judging other people. Instead of looking at where people are falling short, you start looking at how amazing people are, because expectations just suck the life out of a relationship of any kind. And so when we just allow people to be them, you start to look at the things that you are grateful for in someone as well, and that transforms the energy. So I like that, Zoe. That is what they have for you. So many, many blessings to you. I like it. Oh, there you go. The lion. Yep. Oh, beautiful. I like it, Zoe. I like it. Very good, Rhonda. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Yeah, is anyone else getting choppy reception, or is it lovely Lovey's connection? So if you guys can let me know to make sure it's not on my end. Oh, cleared up. Okay, good. You never know, how it is there. All right. And then you did say that you wanted to change your correction to your original question since we are to you, so just so conveniently. Um, you are very welcome, Zoe. So you're an energy reading on your friend Esme. It reminds me, it was funny. Um, my host here, she was working on her resume, and from Twilight, Renesmee, and that just reminded me of that. So Renesmee, you're working on your essay, huh? Let's take a look here. What energy around your friend Esme? Okay. Well, I like this. The number 8 is significant for her right now because she's got the 8 of swords, the 8 of air, and the 17, which adds up to, of course, 8. And there's this great thing here. The 8 of air, the 8 of swords has this energy of becoming aware of what of her own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets have been making her feel blinded and bound and restricted and small. So she's really in this place of wonderful reflection because this is the number of that she's actually realizing it and seeing it for herself. And the star card also represents, of course, the star is her higher self. So she's seeing things from a higher perspective. There's this hope that's being renewed within her that, the things that have been making her feel so just trapped and hopeless and like I can't get out of this. I keep on doing the same thing, or I keep on repeating the same patterns, and I feel like there's this change, this brightness that's coming in if it hasn't already. It's like the light at the end of the tunnel, but it's like the star shining bright in the darkness. And she's just really like this little ping. She's realizing this is me that's doing this, and I don't have to do this to me anymore. And what is my true dream? What is it that I really want? Because the star card can also represent like a wish fulfillment, wishing upon a star. And what has kept her blinded and bound and feeling trapped before is these small t truths of fear of trying to live up to other people's expectations. Someone gave her a dream, and she's been trying to fulfill that dream and trying to make other people fulfill that dream, whether it's about love or education or job or body or finances, whatever it may be, or all of it. Then she's just like, you know what? I don't need to do this to myself anymore. I feel like there's going to be this beautiful switch around and change around that is coming up for her in her life. So I like that for them. They really are switching things. So um, beautiful. And that's what they have right now. So many, many blessings to you, lovely Lovey. And we'll send lots of love to Esme. All right. Up next for the next free reading, we have Love Within, and anything that comes out, just what to expect. Let's take a look here. All right. Let's take a look. So we do have 3 cards pop out. We've got the Moon card, which the Moon card, being a major arcana, really is a lot about reflection here. And so, because we've got the five of Earth, right? Yeah, the 5 of Earth and the 4 of Fire. So the Moon is a big reflective Mother Luna, diving deep into emotions and understanding oneself. And I feel like what's coming in here, because the 4 of Fire, the 4 of Wands, is about stable energy, but it also is about marriage and commitment. The 4 of Wands is about a celebration of some sort. Um, and so if this is reflecting upon marriage or an event that's coming up or that you experienced, the Five of Pentacles represents that there's this energy that came about with this or has a fear around it or an energy around it of lack, of abandonment, of feeling left behind or left out in the cold. And it all happens on purpose for a purpose. This energy that's coming around in it is for the reflection. There's some deep subconscious things that are below the surface that this, whatever this is that happened or is happening or will happen, is just a ripple from the past. It's something that your inner child was wanting you to look at and face because it's something that happened like when your emotional body was being created, your little inner child, which is normally 7 years old and younger. But whatever happened, whatever this feeling of abandonment and being left out in the cold or left behind or that kind of energy, it wasn't allowed to express it and feel it, didn't know what to do with it. And so when the brain and our thinker started forming around age 7, it was like, no, 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 little young emotional person, you have to go down into the cellar, into the subconscious. And so that's where it's been hanging out, but it wants to be heard. It wants to let this charged emotion go that's been holding on for so long. It's like, I just need this to go. And they're like, going, hey, 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 love within. I need to be able to feel this and express it and process it and get this charge gone so that I can put it to rest. And that's why this is coming up. And this is why they're um, it's not so much the same event as it is the same emotion that has been rippling out in your life from time to time. And it'll bring in these situations from the outside for us to go, why am I feeling this way? When we close our eyes and go, when's the last time I felt this way? Not when was the last time that this person or someone did this to me, but when's the last time I felt this? And then you go back and you go back and eventually you find that event from when you were younger and you're like, there it is. And then you just pick up your inner child and go, you just let all that emotion out, and without judgment or explanation, without any boundaries, you just go, you scream, you just yell, you hate, you whatever, just let that charged emotion out. It's like a little baby that just ate so much and it can't eat anymore, and you're like, let's burp you, right? And then it's like, but and it's like, there, it's been released. It needs to release. So that is what they have for you, love within. Too funny. But many blessings to you and lots of love to you. All right. All right. So, hey, Deb. Good to see you. Love and light to you. Many blessings to you. Grace, you are up next. So, Grace, let's take a look here. Anything that you need to know? All right. Anything else? All right. Wow. So you've got the Page of Water coming in here, which would be the Page of Cups in the Standard Tarot. And the World card, of course, is all about completion, the ending of old cycles, the completion of an old world, and the birth of a new world, a new adventure that's coming. It's the last card in the Major Arcana, which brings in newness, which here we go with the new. Pages are the new, the young. So there's this new love that's coming in, this new way of loving that is coming in, this new way of allowing yourself to be loved coming in. You're really going through this transition of how you used to look at love and what you would allow before, and what you wouldn't allow before. So really a beautiful change up, a breath of fresh air when it comes to love for you. And I feel like you've been kind of on this journey of um, letting go, of reflecting, of raising your vibration around love. So, I feel like maybe it's been a little bit of time since you've had a last relationship, or it will be a time before you have your next relationship. And there's this wonderful transformation that happens during that time because you're realizing, when I've done what I've always done, I got what I always got. I kept on throwing, I don't know why they're showing me fishing. Maybe you like fishing, but you keep on throwing the same bait out on the same hook. Keep on getting the same fish, but now you're changing up where you're fishing, what kind of bait you're using, what time of day you're going, and so you're changing up this to where you're going to be drawing in something new, something more refreshing, um, and um, and so I really like that for you, and that's what they're wanting you to know right now is that recognize that these changes that you've been making and that you're doing that. Don't know where the fishing comes in. Maybe that's your dad coming in or something, grandpa who you'd like someone that used to like to fish with. They're coming in with some advice. They're talking about fishing. So I don't know what that's about, but you do. So many blessings to you, Grace. That's what they have for you right now. Too funny. All right. And Pinky, you are up next. So anything about him that Spirit would like you to know right now? Let's take a look here. Wow, star card come up here again. So we've got the Three of Fire, which is the Three of Wands is about a different direction than you normally would go. The star card is telling me a lot about like Aquarian energy that's coming in. And so it is about uh, sudden change of plans. They're ruled by Uranus, which is all about surprise. I'm Aquarius, and I know I have this energy of like, I don't want to do what's expected. That's boring. I want to do something that just shocks people sometimes, and out of left field. And they're just like, What did you just do?" And I'm like, "Ha ha ha!" That's the kind of energy that's coming in here. And the Three of Wands shows like a sudden change of plans. So if this is someone that you are with that you're wanting to know about, or about someone that you're wondering about coming in the future, just know that there is this wonderful. It's positive stuff though. It's not like they do something that is harmful, suddenly surprise type of thing. It's more of a wonderful surprise. It's hopeful. It's a nice thing that they do. It's not like they play a prank on you. It's they do something wonderful. So I like this energy coming in. It's exciting. It's a wonderful surprise that comes from them. Either if it's someone you know now or if it's someone that you're wondering, this is the type of personality that they have and what they do. So I like it for you, Pinky. That is what they have. Up next, we have Divine Goddess. And you want to know anything about, not anything, but you want to know the strength and the attitude of your future spouse. So let's take a look here. We'll pull two cards, which one is going to be their strength, and this one will be their attitude. So a strength they have here, well, they have a Hierophant. So they really are in a place of a teacher for others, either spiritual or intellectual. But I love this kind of higher learning, this helping people find their truth. So they could either be like just a professor or a teacher, someone who does teach others. They can be a spiritual teacher as well. Um, I don't feel like they're a priest or anything, so you're safe there. But I feel like they're in this position of helping people grow in one way or another, either spiritually or intellectually. So I like that. And then their attitude, well, it makes sense here that they have the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Earth, they're very grounded. They really have a good head on their shoulders. They've learned a lot about defining themselves by the outside world. The Four of Pentacles is like one of the huge cards of the Pentacle suit that's so revealing, that brings in so much stability and grounding in the outside world, because they realized that when they were defining their um, worth in the outside world, that they felt very unstable. Relationships, situations, and things, that's what we're told to define ourselves by, and that's what they had done. And then they were like, I've had enough, because, people change or pass away, or walk away, and situations never stay the same, and things break down and deteriorate, blow up, stolen. There was so much instability early in their life too. I feel that they just learn so fast, like, I have to turn inward and upward. And that's why with that Hierophant, I feel like they have a lot of strong spirituality, because they realize the outside world never brought them and made them feel stable, but they found that eternal, unconditional love, inward and upward, the spirituality that brought them the stability that they were looking for. So they have a really good attitude. They're very solid, strong foundation, where the outside world doesn't shake them, because they know that's what the outside world does. It's shaky, shaky, bakey, bakey. And so they turn inward. And I don't know why this might mean something for you, but because I'm hearing weebles wobble, but we don't fall down. And so it's like there's this, if there's ever any shaking, they don't fall, because they understand. They just shake, 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 and they're fine. They don't um, give in and fall. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Maybe they're just being silly tonight, but that's what they have, Divine Goddess. So many, many blessings to you. All right, Daisy, you are up next. So what will happen if you see A again? Love and light to you as well. Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know? What will happen? Oh, well. So the Hierophant came flying out again. All right. So if you do see A again, you do have this um, working out here. I'm going to do with these two first, because these two major arcana, they work so well together, because the Hierophant turns you inward to see what of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, what is your true self? Who do you truly want to be? What do you truly want out of life? How do you want to express yourself? The Justice card, you can see she has the little scales here, and the Ace of Swords here. This is about getting to the capital T truths, seeing things from a higher perspective. So both of these are really a lot about finding your truth, cutting away your small T truths, the old expectations, the fears of losing conditional love. And so it really takes you into this place of trying to understand what you really want, because you've got the Page of Fire, which is the Page of Wands, which is a lot of passion, a new drive, a new ambition, just this new fire within your life, that is spawned from if you see them again, because I just feel like it just has you question a lot of things about your life that you had just assumed that you were going to not take for granted, but it's just been expected of you all your life. It's what you've been taught all your life, that you just think that this is the way everyone thinks. This is the way everything is supposed to be and should be and need to be. But it just kind of shakes and rattles and has you question, what do I want in life, and why do I want what I want in life, and what if I want something else in life too, or instead of, or in addition to. I just feel like whatever this is, it just spawns things in your entire life, with that. If passion is done, be careful if you go into intimacy, because if whatever might happen, it could result in having to make choices, that's what brings things to you, right? It's like, oh, okay, what do I really want out of life, type of thing. So that's what they have for you, Daisy. Love and light to you. Many blessings. I like it. All right. Very good. So, New Love, you'll be the next free reading coming up. Um, but Heart Sense, thank you, Heart Sense, for your donation. So we will step off to complete that. Yes, Cynthia, I did already complete yours. So you can back up and rewind. Be kind and rewind. All right. So, Heart Sense, what is the best thing for you to be focusing on for the rest of the month? And thank you so much for your generous donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. Let's take a look here and see what the focus is here for the rest of this month. All right. That one. And this one here. Anything else? All right, and I do want to give you an Oracle of E card. These are usually pretty funny. I like these. All right, this is the one here. So we'll start off with your Oracle card here. I love it. Focusing on the magic, Abracadabra. Card number 21. All right. So Aladdin's not the only one with 3 wishes. You too have a magical lamp that can summon all you desire to your doorstep. It's a simple matter of making a clear intention and letting go of any fool notion that you have to wait for the genie. You are the magic. Ooh, I like this. Very much the magician energy of, whatever you focus on is what grows and expands. And I like that. So let's take a look here and see what they have coming in here for you. All right, wow. So you've got 3 major arcana out of 5 cards. So I know, right? You've got the 10 of Earth, 10 of Pentacles, abundance, overflowingness. So again, they're saying stepping into your magic, realizing whatever you focus on is what grows and expands in here. And the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Water, she's given a second portion of water. So very much in tune with your intuition, your drive, your connection to the spirit world. So, definitely there's this stepping into your power, stepping into realizing how much power you have here. Yeah, as I'm looking at this, how much power you have in co-creation of your life and your world. You're not just at the whim of whatever, it's like, okay, you're having me live my life. It's like the energy that you how much control you have. And let me get into that, because you have the Emperor, which is about you stepping into your power, the 4 stability. It is you deciding, it's new birth, it's new things, a lot of Aries energy. So this newness coming in, right? Very powerful. I talked a little bit about this card just a little bit ago about you can be surrounded by a lot of people with their advice and their opinions and blah, 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 like an emperor is. But at some point, the emperor tells everyone to take a flying leap, get out of the throne room, and I get to decide now. And so it's you stepping in, deciding what it is that you want, and really deciding what your intention is. It's like, well, I've been kind of going with what everyone else is needing and wanting and what they expect of me. But this is like, this month is like a big change for you, because you also have the Chariot, which is about movement and change. It's the power of choice card, which allows you to see that whatever unfolds in your life, you get to choose what story you put to it, what emotion you want to feel as you go through it, and where you focus your energy. Like that magic wand, you really behind some folks. Yeah. It is. It's like change, change, change. It's like all here in that abracadabra card and these two that you're ready. The 10 of Pentacles that you got is like you feel abundant and you have enough, but it's like you want a new start in the outside world too with that coming in. And your last card is the Temptation or the Shadow card, which has been the shaking and the rattling, the rolling, very much Saturn, Capricorn energy. Yeah, that's coming in. Yeah, right. And it's challenging, the old thoughts and the beliefs and the mindsets that you've had, allowing you to just to go, you know what? It's almost like it's not like it's a midlife crisis, but it's like this midlife check-in more so for you, where you're just like, you know what? Why do I want what I want? And who, like you're saying, you're ready to leave people behind. It's who who do I want in my life and who don't I? And who, they're showing me, what is it? Is it America's Got Talent, or I forget what show it is, but I see the judges, I see everyone on stage, and they have a certain amount of chairs. And for someone to keep their chair, they have to outperform, or someone to get into a chair, they have to outperform them. And I feel like that's what's going on here, is that it's like we're clearing out some chairs because I have some new talent I'm going to put in place because you're not holding the line, you're not bringing me what I need anymore for my life, and not in a crass way. It's just like we've done what we can for each other, and it's time for new space, to come in there. So I really feel like, the focusing for the rest of the month is stepping into your power. I really feel like the two cards that really represented are, the Chariot and the Emperor. If you had to have like poster child cards to represent, and look how golden they are. But it is the stepping into your power, stepping into this majestic, thing here. It's like it's ready to go. You're ready to step forward, and sometimes the Emperor has to make some tough decisions, and you know, um, some people have to be what do they call it when they send them out of the country and they can't return? They have to send them off onto their I forget. I don't know what the word is. You probably know what it is when um, they're not allowed back into the country. It's like there they go. Yeah. So I like it for you very much. And on the bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Earth, which is movement on the outside world. So you're ready, ready to have this movement, have these changes, have the stuff move forward, and I like it. I'm still trying to think of the word. I feel like it begins with an A, but it's um, whenever they have like a prince who they had to be sent outside the country, and you cannot, if you were going to spare your life, but you are sent outside and you cannot return. If you come back, we will kill you. That's the kind of energy. I like it. Exile. Thank you, LA. Thank you, thank you, thank you. uh, that's exactly what it is. You are the winner. So that is what they have for you, Heart Sense. That's the focus for the rest of this month. Thank you again for your donation. Many, many blessings to you. All right. So we will continue moving down the list. I kind of feel like I want to jump the list to LA for telling me that. So I think I am. I'm going to do that as a bonus for since you're watching live and you rescued my brain from that. I'm going to leave you ahead of the line for right now, and then I will return to you, new love. You'll be the next free reading. So LA, you wanted to know, why is Arash being silent? Is he going to reach out soon? Let's take a look here. I just feel like I need to reward you. All right, let's take a look here. All right. Well, it looks like here, why is he being silent? we've got the Two of Fire, which is like, um, making decisions. Um, where are they focusing their energy? And you got the Justice card, which is balancing. And I just feel like they are having trouble balancing their life. They've got all these decisions to make of where they're investing their energy. And I feel like they've been investing their energy more. We have the ability to, whatever we focus on is what grows and expands. And I feel like, because they're showing me, and even in this card here, you can kind of see how it almost looks like they're way out of balance here. That they've made these decisions, whoa, they're like off kilter, off balance. And that the energy that they've been investing in was more of the, um, what they're missing in their life, and what they have in their life that they don't want, and what they believe or come into their life. And then because they focus their energy on it, here comes this flood, right? Deportation. Hey, whatever works for you, right? Yeah, I was thinking more back in the olden days, not so much in the current days. But you guys are funny. Sorry, but that's like what has happened. They've gone way out of balance, and so they're just overwhelmed in their life. They have no idea what's going on. I almost feel like they've kind of just feel down and feel just like they got hit by a tsunami, and they're just in recovery mode. With what I have coming in there. The Justice card does eventually show that things balance out as they step into their truths, and they see things from a higher perspective, a different perspective, as they cut away their fears and different things that are happening in their life. But again, I feel like just their energy that they were investing was in so much fear based, lower vibrational energy, that they just invited a pack of hyenas into their life that just ravaged things, right? He felt that things were missing, and that he wasn't getting what he was wanting, and then so, like, it would be like, I'm not living where in the place that I want to live, and I'm not getting recognition at work or getting the money I'm getting at work, and rah, 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 rah. And then so he gets fired, he loses where he's living, someone steals his wallet, like there's just like all this stuff just comes in, and just whoosh, because he invited it in. And so I feel like he's in this um, just challenging place, and that's why that he's kind of ghosting everyone. Yeah, it sucks for him. Oh well, but I just feel like there's like, that's what's happening, and for them. But what are we going to do? The only thing you can do is just focus on you, and what mirror are you seeing, from them, right? So how are you being silent to yourself? Are you going to reach out to yourself soon? I don't feel like they're going to reach out, though, with those cards. I just feel like they're so, they got so much to recover from. All the phone lines are down. So, which I would almost say I'd be glad. I'm like, keep your drama over there. Keep all that energy over there. I don't want you to contact me. You're infectious. Well, we're gonna, you're killing them. You're deporting them. So, but that's what they have for you, LA, regarding that right now. So, many blessings to you. Again, thank you so much for rescuing my brain from, uh, couldn't think of that word. All right. So, new love, you are up next. And where would you feel most comfortable and enjoy working at Stena, or the I place? So, we're going to pull two cards. One's going to be for Stena, and then one's going to be for the I place. And these are just going to tell you the energies. And So we'll see which one seems more enjoyable for you. You have the Ace of Cups for Stena, which is new love, feeling like your cup is overflowing. So very emotionally fulfilling there. And then you have the I place. The I place is the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords would be very mental. Like this is emotionally fulfilling. This one would kind of leave you in a place of indecision at this place. It's like you're always wondering, what should I do next? Should I stay or should I go? So I feel like the Stenya would bring, or Stena would be the one that's emotionally fulfilling for you, and the I place would leave you really just at a place of indecision there. Like I said, it's the energy feels like, should I stay here or should I find somewhere else? So I feel like it wouldn't be as fulfilling as the Stena, if I'm mispronouncing that. So that is what I feel coming through for you, new love. So many blessings for you. We'll continue moving on down the list. All right, Jimmy, you're funny. So Mira, you are up next. So how does he perceive you and why? Let's take a look here. All right. So let's see what we have here. I laugh because he perceives you as a hermit. And why? Because they're an ace of fire. So the hermit card, that's not a bad thing. A hermit is someone who, is inner reflective and is on this inner search to understand things. And maybe you are an introvert. Maybe you like quiet. You don't like big crowds. Maybe, um, but they're the ace of fire, so I feel like they are very much go 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 go, area like a fire sign where they are always want to go, always want to be around people, always want to be in the spotlight, always want attention, always want all this activity, fire 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 fire. And then the hermit is like, you never want to go out, and you're like, I go out 4 days a week. I know, but there's 7 days in a week. It's almost like, okay. So it's not that you are a hermit, but that's the way they perceive you because there's so much an extrovert and extreme on the other side. So they want to do things. They want to, they're sensual. They want to express intimacy. They might like, physical touch and physicalness. And if you don't move as fast as they do, they might perceive that way of like, wow, but you're like, I can't, who can keep up with a rocket that's firing into space? So that's kind of what I'm having coming through right now, Mira. So that's what they have for you at this moment. So many blessings to you. And of course, whenever we ask how other people perceive us, the biggest thing is that we're a mirror, and people are all usually going to see themselves when they're looking into us. That's why we all are mirrors for one another. So when a monkey looks in a mirror, they see a monkey. When a lion looks in a mirror, they see a lion. When an ostrich looks into a mirror, they see an ostrich. So you can't help what people see when they look at you. It's more so, what do you see when you look in a mirror, or what do you see when you look in them as a mirror about yourself? So that's usually the best use of our energy is not so much what people think about us, but what do I think about myself when I look at them and interact with them, right? So that's what they have, Mira. Angelina, you were up next. So what is your relationship, and with whom? All right, let's take a look here and see what Spirit would like you to know. Wow. Well, you got a lot of fire here. You have 3 cards and they're all fire. So your next relationship seems to be with a kind of a fire sign individual, someone who's very energetic, very passionate, very moving forward here. Page fire is new passion, new desire. Six of fire represents, that's someone that is seen a lot, that might be like on stage in front of people, like a DJ or a karaoke. I don't know why karaoke always comes up with the six of fire or six of wands. Like, why do you bring up karaoke? But there's like people who are seen in front of others, is what comes in here. And then the nine of wands does represent some, but also someone that you normally wouldn't um, might go for, because the nine of wands is representing like you stepping through an energetic barrier that you would have had before. So yeah, I mean, it's a very fiery personality, but it is someone that you see up on, elevated above people, that's in front of people. It could be a teacher, it could be, like I said, a DJ, someone that stands out that everyone sees. Even a bartender, is kind of thing where, there's one person and everyone else is on the outside looking at this one person. It's that type of individual. And that's how you see them. You're in a crowd and you see them, and then you bump into them, and they see you too from stage or wherever they're at. So interesting. I like it for you, Angelina. It's a lot of fire, so watch out that it doesn't burn out fast, because with all that fire they have, it would be like a little sparkler. You light it up and it's all psst, and then it's done. So that's what they have. Many blessings for you. You're welcome, new love. All right. So our people who are up next, you want to know, what does Sunil like and dislike about you? All right, let's take a look here and see. What do they have here? And before I jump into that, I totally missed my top of the hour advertisement that I do. Not advertisement, but public service announcement to let everyone know, I'm usually on for 2 hours, so I'll be on for about 15 more minutes or so. And what I do, I mean, I go down in list in order, first come, first serve. And I try to get through as many free readings as I can. I usually don't get down to the bottom too much. I've been trying to do something where usually in the last 15 minutes, I'll go into the super lightning round where I'll just pull one card for as many free readings as I can, which I'll do after this one. So Arpita, you'll be my last, like, free reading, couple cards, speed even more. But if you do want me to go in deeper or to prioritize and make sure I get to yours, I still honor the nations, and I honor that energy exchange. So I will complete in this session, but I'll step out and complete those and then go back in. And so I'll have other options actually before I do all that too. I know. Thank you, Arpita, for your patience. I wanted to make sure everyone knows that I do have a weekly drawing on Mondays, and I'm celebrating hitting 1,500 subscribers on YouTube. So if you check out this video, I'm going to be giving away a 1-hour personal recorded reading on the next 3 Mondays. And in addition to that, each Monday, I also give away 5 15-minute personal recorded readings. So 6 people will have a chance at winning each of those Mondays. I'll put out a video on each Tuesday, which is what this one is from this next one. And I will pull winners on next Monday. So be sure to check that out. So just want to make sure everyone was aware of that. I also will be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. I always put out my the little announcement an hour before, and you can get in line and start putting your questions early, it's like getting in line at a concert that has open seating. Get in line and you can put your questions there. So if you've subscribed, just make sure to go into your settings and choose all so you're notified of that. And you can do that too. I do offer personal readings, of course. So all that information is listed in the description box of this video with pricing and how to book if you want to do that. They're pretty reasonable priced. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, I'm here Wednesday through Sunday nights at 7 Mountain, and then also Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. I have a ton of free content. That was the other thing. Pick a card readings, a ton of subjects, monthly readings for each zodiac sign. So if you want even more information after I'm flying through the lightning rounds, if you're unable to make a donation, go check those out and just follow your heart. Spirit will guide you to a reading or readings that have additional in-depth answers for you. So I like it. All right. So Arpita, what does Sunil like and dislike about you? It's funny. We have Sun for Sunil. What do they like and dislike about you? It's funny, with the sun coming up here, because they were going to say, like what I just said about perceiving, what they like and dislike about you is what they like and dislike about themselves, because that's all we see in each other. I the the energies of these, I mean, such powerful energies too. I feel like you are seen, and the sun is kind of like someone who, uh, you know, if you are a fire sign or they're a fire sign, they like when people get noticed. They like when people stand out. And I feel like that's what they dislike, because they like attention, but I feel like you get more attention than they do. And that's not your problem. A sun does not ask for permission to shine. It just shines and people notice it, and people just have to deal with it, right? So I like that. That's what they dislike about you. What they like about you is that you do choose. This is the power of choice card. You move, you make movement, you decide things, you don't allow anyone else, and this is how he perceives you. Um, you don't let other people make choices for you. You decide what things mean, what story to put to things. You decide what emotion you want to feel. You decide where you're going to invest your energy. So they like that fireness about you, but they don't like that you are seen and that you stand out either. So that's what they have for you right now, Arpita. So many blessings for you. All right. All right, so what we are going to do, so as I mentioned, we're going to start a lightning round for the next about 15 more minutes. And that means I'm just going to pull one card for each, as many as I can get through for the free readings. So at least you'll get a little bit of a tidbit of information for your question. So living life, you're up. You go, how are you in Sean's relationship? How's it going and why is he avoiding you? Let's take a look here. So we have the Queen of Fire here. And the Queen of Fire, which is the Queen of Wands, represents someone who has a lot of energy, a lot of focus, a lot of direction. And I really feel here that this represents you. You really are someone who is seen, someone who walks into place and turns heads. You have this energy that you can either bring up a room or bring a room down. But you have a great connection of intuition and connection to the higher realms too. I really feel like they're intimidated by you a bit here. And I'm going to clarify that they are intimidated by you. You are not intimidating, because there's a difference. This is their perception, their problem, their lower self-esteem, that this is how they perceive you. And so they kind of feel just that they're not deserving, that they can't keep up. And it could be kind of like we were just talking about too, jealous that you get attention, that you are seen, and they don't like feeling that way. And so they they'll more choose someone that is less is how they want to leave it. I was going to say less something, but they're like less, period. They want someone who's less than them so that they feel better about themselves. And that's not you. You shine bright and you can't help it. It's who you are. Confidence, they perceive you as being confident. They perceive you as all this, even if you're not, which I think you are. But even if you weren't, this is how they perceive you. So you can't help it. You can't get in there and change things in that head of theirs. But that's what's going on living life. So, like I was just talking about, the sun does not ask for permission to shine. It just shines. And if people can't stand the heat, they need to get out of the sun. So that's what's going on. And that's what they have for you. So many blessings for you. All right. And up next, we have Rose. So what does he like about you? Let's take a look here. You have the Nine of Air, which Nine of Swords, which is the Nightmare card, Insomnia card, but it is someone who's a big thinker that has really understood their fears. And I feel like that you have a bit of fearlessness about you that they like. You know, it's like you will do things that they're like, what you want to do that? Like you'll grab them and be the first on a dance floor type of person. You know, you don't mind. You're like, I'll go find out. You walk up and go ask a question where they're like, I don't know. You know, stop. I'll go ask for directions if you won't. You know, I love that. That's what they like about you is they perceive you as being fearless in a lot of ways. So I know, right? So I like it. That's what they have for you. Next up, we have Heather Lawson. Why is Darby coming towards you? And you have the 10 of Swords, which is releasing of thoughts and beliefs and expectations and a new way of thinking, a new perception. So I feel like they're towards you because they've had a change of mind, a change of perception, a change of way at you before. So I feel like it's a positive thing. I feel like they are wanting to get to know you more because they had these preconceived ideas or these old beliefs, whatever it may have been. But things are clearing up in their mind, which is allowing them to be more intrigued and interested in getting to know you more, to find out more about you or a situation, because it's this changing of mindset. So that's what they have, Heather, for you. Many blessings. Kavita, you want to know a general reading? Absolutely. Let's take a look here. You have the 7 of Earth coming in here, which for me, for you, represents that you're seeing some fruit of that's coming to pass on some things that you've been working on for a while, either a friendship, relationship, a project, but I feel it's more relationship based. And the fruit that you're seeing from it, you're not impressed by it. And I feel like you're ready to make a change for it. And it's okay. You can do that. You can, you know, move things to a different location within your life. You know, you're like, I'm going to put you in the friend zone or way out in the outskirts of the friend zone. I just feel like there's some effort that you've been putting into things and you're just like, I'm not getting back anything that I'm putting into it. So I'm selling the apple orchard because the apple trees have not given me apples in 5 years. It's time for me to give it away. And I feel like that's what's coming in here for you. So that is what they have. You can be added. Hopefully you heard how the chat works. So if you throw a question in, I go down in order, first come, first serve. So that's how you are added. So if you want to throw a question, I might be able to get down there because I'm in the lightning round. So Starfall, you are up. Hello. Can I have a general reading? You can. Let's take a look here. Ace of Fire. So you do have new passion, new ambition, new energy that's coming in for you. And I feel like this is because you are redirecting your energy. You're realizing this, um, where you've been investing energy into urgent things are not necessarily important. And especially with this Aries energy coming up and the equinox happening later in this month, you just have this building up of this energy where you're just like, you know what? I'm ready to um, withdraw energy from all these things. It's like you're cleaning house, you're cleaning out mind and heart, relationships. I just feel like you are doing a spring cleaning in a lot of ways. And this energy that's coming in just all comes back to you, which allows you to leap forward in a new area of your life. And I feel like you are going to have a new passion and something that really makes your heart sing that you want to invest energy in. That comes to there. So I like it for you, and that's what they have for you, Starfall, right now. So many blessings to you. All right. So took care of those already. Light worker, you are up. So good evening to you. General around love. All right. Wow, so you have the 10 of Wands coming in. So you are ready for some change of passion. I feel like um, this is like a battery that's been used up, and you're done. You're like done. I'm time to change batteries. Which I don't know. That's about the. I mean about the heart, about changing of where you're investing your energy. That there's a lot of expectations we have around uh, all the energy that you are supposed to put into a relationship or pursuing a relationship, and it's like it's time for a reboot. I'm on here. Like I said, if you're in a relationship, this is time for we've got to change something up because it feels like it's dying, like the battery is dying. Or if you're not in a relationship, it's like where you're investing your energy in pursuit of love. This is time for a change. It's time for really evaluating where am I investing my energy in. Let's invest it in you. If you are not in a relationship, I feel like all the energy that's being expressed towards wanting a relationship, bring it back to you and do the things you love because that is where you will one much more fun, but two, you'll meet someone doing things you love and you have that in common, and then you'll have this thing that binds and bounds you together that you enjoy doing together. You still have stuff that you don't do together, but there'll be this special thing that you both love to do together. So that is what they have for you. So many blessings to you. All right. Continue moving down the list here, and I'm to Mez P. Hello, hello. You had a tower moment, and will things work out with BG? Let's take a look here and see what they have here for you. Well, they got the patience, the temperance card coming in here, and I feel like they're saying that things will work out with BG according to the highest experience that's best for you. The patience card is just allow things to unfold. Don't rush anything. Don't push anything. Allow the tower to do its work, because when we say, will things work out? They will work out. They always work out for us. Now, whether that means that we're with them or not with them, that's different, right? Working out is a story we put. And I feel like they're saying, be patient, allow things to unfold. They even have a little um, clock here in an interesting place on the card, but it's about allow time to unfold, where there really is a clock there, even though it's not focusing in. So I feel like um, they're saying just trust the timing, trust things, because when it works out, when it gets to the place that it needs to be, you're going to be fine with whatever happens here. that you're not going to be devastated or thrilled. You're just going to be like, okay. So I feel like there's just this balancing that's coming in here after your tower moment. Um, so hopefully that makes sense to you. All right. So let me just make sure here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, all cleared up. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, sorry, Cynthia. Hopefully you're probably like, "Oh, I've already rewatched the entire video now. Thanks, bruddaZEN." Sorry I didn't answer you on that other one there. All right, Brittany Henderson, what are your baby daddy's next actions towards you? And to anyone new that's in here, we're doing the lightning round here for just about 5 more minutes to see how many people I can get. But if you do want to make sure I get to yours, I'm still accepting donations to go deeper into readings as well, also to prioritize them. And I will make sure I complete them in this session. So what are their next actions, George? You have the King of Earth, the King of Pentacles. So this really feels like a stepping up, and because this is about abundance, it's about seeing their worth. It's about, finding stability within themselves. And so I feel like they're in this place where they're stabilizing in their outside world, that I feel like they will bring some stability into your life as well. It's not cups, it's not wands, it's not passion or emotion. I feel it's more um, outwardly, like if they're behind and payments, or uh, helping you with the baby, or anything like that. I feel like they're going to step up a little bit here, and give you more solidity in the outside world. So that's what I have there, Brittany, for you. So many blessings for you. All right, let me just take a look down here. All right. All right, we're almost to the bottom here. Jemmy, congratulations on popping a basketball without touching it. I don't think you had a question. I think we're just going to celebrate with you. All right, Nicola Jackson, you are up, and what is coming to you in March? Let's take a look here. Actually, I might reach the bottom this evening. All right. So you have the Seven of Water here, the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups represents there's a lot of different emotions happening and coming to you in the month of March. And this isn't a bad thing. I don't feel like it's like an emotional storm. I feel like you just have an opportunity to experience a lot of different emotions in the month of March. So there's some freedom that comes with this too. I feel like it's almost like you're having an emotional buffet. It's like, I'm going to try some of this. And you're like, ooh, I want some more of that. And then you're like, oh, I'm going to try some of this. And you're like, oh, nope, no, I don't want any of that. It's like you're really discovering some emotions. And maybe you've had like this numb feeling for a while. And you're plugging back in your emotions, and you're allowing yourself to feel some things, and realizing that all emotions are, neither is right, neither is wrong. They're just different. And if it's an uncomfortable emotion, that you can choose not to eat of that, right? And so I feel like you're really stepping into your emotional power of choice, and that you're tasting in some different things too. So I like that for you. It's I know it sounds strange, but I just like that you're allowing yourself to feel, and you're not suppressing or repressing emotion. You're allowing yourself to feel it, and then if you don't like it, you just throw it away, and you don't repeat it. It's like you swallow and go, all right, not eating any of that again. I want something else to get that taste out of my mouth. And so you go, I know I like this, and then it just makes you different, feel different. So that's what they have for you, Nicola. So many blessings to you. All right. Okay, perfect, Angelica. You'll be up next here after Sasha. So thank you so much for subscribing and liking. And will you kiss Gary? Will they let you? I mean, you can always kiss them, but are they going to want you to kiss them, right? I know what you mean. Let's take a look here. It's funny, my brother's name is Gary. I'm like, you better not, Sasha. My sister-in-law will not appreciate that. And he's a Taurus. It's funny. Four of Earth. You know, with the Four of Pentacles here, this is very grounded, very down to earth, very stable in the outside world. I don't feel, this doesn't feel like, if I had got a fire card or even a cups, like water, but you have earth, which is grounded, which, man, it seems more stable and not like passionate and exciting right now. So I feel for right now that the answer would be no for that, Sasha. That it's not the, coming together of that right now. Because the Four Pentacles shows us that the outside world is unstable. People change, they walk away, they pass away, and it's, it just feels unstable. And so I don't feel like that for you right now. So that's what they have for you, Sasha. Sorry, we can check again another time or another name. But yeah, I don't feel like that for you. All right. So Angelica, is there any advice the universe wants you to know? You're going to start planning your goals on paper. All right, let's take a look here. They like that. You have the Hermit card here, which is all about turning inward, really connecting to your higher self and to your spiritual team to help guide you on your path. So as you start planning your goals and all that, really getting away and spending time with yourself, getting away from all the noise, all the blah, 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 and connecting to the higher realm and to your posse, is what they're recommending. They're like, come here, come with us. We'll guide you and we'll show you the way. So, you can start planning, but reach out to us, and we'll guide you on the direction. Because you are not alone. You're surrounded by a mighty, beautiful group of individuals. So I like it. All right. And Hogwarts, hello, hello. You'll be my final reading for this evening. And you want to know, how can you get Fred to stop stalking you? All right. So you have the Five of Cups, which really is this, feeling your feelings, which is great. But the Two of Cups that's normally behind there is the choice. And so I really feel what's coming in here, Hogwarts, is that the power of your energy, of where you're investing it, is how it will change it. We're very magical. That's like, so if we're focusing on fear around them stalking you, we actually are drawing them in to stalk us more. If we are, like we're focusing on what we don't want in our life, we actually grow it. So rather than focusing on them, take all the energy away from what you're focusing on them and focus on what you are grateful for in your life, what you do want to draw into your life, and then you stops magnetizing them and draws them to you. So it's like, if you give any energy towards it, it just attracts them more, right? Even in our own actions, if we're not doing anything. I know I've had friends in the past who, they're like, this guy will not stop texting me. And I'm like, well, you're responding back to him? I'm like, yeah, I have to tell him to quit texting me. And I keep on threatening him. And he says this, and then I said this, and they'll send me screenshots of the argument they're having. And I'm like, stop answering them. And they're like, how can I stop answering them when they're accusing me of this stuff? I go, because you're feeding them. I go, as soon as you stop giving them any energy and just don't respond, then they drift away, and they'll come back, and They're trying to get you to respond by saying things. They'll say nastier things, you know. So I feel like if you are doing any actions towards them, just stop reacting, stop giving them any energy. If you're not doing anything, the energy that you're investing still draws them. But so if you focus on all the energy that you were spending toward them, spend towards something else, they will just drift away. And that's what Spirit has for you. So that is it, Hogwarts. Hey, Mahipus Ruby. I will squeeze you in here since I have done everyone else, and you got here in the last second. We will get you an answer here. We're doing the lightning round, though. We're just doing one card. So ask the feelings of Jebby towards you. All right. So we have the Chariot card here, which is like at the crossroads. It means they're kind of undecided, back and forth between what they really feel about you. So different thoughts, different feelings, and I don't feel like they really have made a choice with that Chariot card. It just feels like they're standing in this fork in the road, and they're like, I don't know what I want to do next. Do I want to do this or do this? I don't know. I don't know. Like they're caught up in their mind and their heart, and their mind and their heart, like they're spinning within themselves, and then they're spinning around each other. And I just feel like they haven't made any choice towards it. I feel like they're at a crossroads where they're really trying to understand what do I feel? What do I think? What do I want? I don't know. And which is great. You really caused some confusion within them, which is good. They need to be confused sometimes, right? So you've really stirred up things in mind, in heart, but they're trying to figure out what they want. And while, of course, we're waiting for all that stuff to figure out, we just focus in on our own heart, our own selves, and our self-love, right? Because as we're growing that and raising that up, that just allows us, if anything does unfold, we're able to love and receive love more, because we can't love others more than to the extent we love ourselves, nor receive love from others more than to the extent we love ourselves. Because if I love myself this much, no matter how much love I want to give out, it's just going to drip out. And no matter how much love they give me, it's just going to drip in. So the more I expand my self-love, it's a win-win here, but it's a win-win here too, which I like, of course, always. All right, well, that is what they have for you, Ruby. Again, thank you guys so much for all of the thumbs up that you've given the video. It definitely helps spread the love. So thank you for being part of the tsunami of love that we send out to the world. Thanks for all of your hunger and your thirst to hear from Spirit and to search after Spirit. It always blows me away. And I'm so glad I was able to connect to Spirit for you today. And thank you for trusting me to do so. I will be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Be sure to check out my playlists, the giveaway playlist for my giveaway next Monday, my special giveaway, and all my pick a cards and other messages from Spirit if you want to hear more from them tonight. So many blessings to all of you. Again, thank you so much. And please know every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you guys too. So until I see you again, you guys have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you're out in the world. And until then, much love to you, and you guys take care. Have a good night.